What is that? Did you spit on me? She's disgusting.
We're the Purefoys, and we'll be alright. We'll be alright.
What's up, Peapod? It's your boy Sean P.
And I'm Key.
And today we're telling you how we're going to change our lives with just one word. So you're probably thinking, where did this whole thing come about? So a couple months ago, as the year was ending, I was on the Bible app, and we need you guys to friend us and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. But I was on the Bible app and I was just really looking for some devotions to get me through the year. What am I going to do differently in 2019? We had our vision board, and we had a bunch of lofty goals. Some things we actually saw come into fruition, but a lot of things we kind of left on the board. So this devotion really just spoke to me because it was really something that I believe was going to help me to change my whole attitude, change my hashtag mood for 2019, and just really keep me motivated. And then, of course, like a good husband, you know, I got to share with my rib. You know, I got to put my baby on. So what were your thoughts when I put you onto it?
Well, at first I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. This was before I read the devotion and you were just explaining it to me, and I thought about, you know, your word, and I was like, oh, that word could work, you know, that could work for me, you know. I'll just take his word, we'll have the same word.
Yeah.
And then once I actually read the devotion and I dug a little deeper, I, you know, came to the thought that I need my own word. Like, I can have my own word.
Yeah, and I think that that's something that married couples can do. Of course, you got to do it for yourself, of course, so that you're motivated, so that you can be better for yourself. Because if you're better, of course, you're going to be better for your spouse. And what's awesome is that when you find out what our words are, you'll find out that the combination of what our one word was together is like really going to set us up for some success.
They really feed off of each other.
Yeah, and I think that you can't have her word without my word. But you got to stick to the end.
Yeah. And if you have his word, you'll get to my word.
Right. So that's why you got to stick to the end so that you can see what our words are for 2019. And another reason why we decided to do this vlog is because my baby, she's got an awesome vlog. Keep saying vlog. She's got an awesome blog website where she does. Tell them what you do on your website.
On my website, I have recipes. I have all things motherhood and parenting. I have marriage. Yeah, devotion things on there. Yeah, so everything that you can be great. I mean, it's mostly for the ladies, but it's some stuff for the fellas. But if you want to, if you are a new mom or even a mom, a regular mom, just you know, a mom, and you just need perspective, and the link is going to be in the descriptions. But Key's Chronicles is an awesome website. It's chock full of awesome information that's going to help you grow and be a better woman, a better mom, and you just need to go subscribe to that. And that's what inspired this upload today. So thank you so much, baby. I appreciate it. Now let's get to how you're going to find your one word for 2019. But before we do that, we need to go through kind of like our process as to how we found our word. And the first question is like, why only choose one word? Why only choose one word? Well, one word brings simplicity and focus. So instead of, you know, in the past we've done like phrases, you know, from church. Live your dream in 2019.
Have more fun in 2001. You know, like that's not a real thing. No pastor would say that. That's not a, don't do that one.
But it really, you know, zooms in on your goals for the year. Once you pick your word, you can get a game plan for, you know, the rest of your year.
When you think of like the goals and things that you have, like your to-do list, you know, you can't tackle everything all at once, and you can't tackle a group of things all at once. It's super helpful to just have one one thing that you're, you know, just gonna have that laser-like focus on, so that so that your steps are now guided by that one thing. You want to be really targeted and have a, like Nakia said, specificity. That's a big word. I don't use that often, but I remember to use it today.
Specificity.
You can't even speak that 4 times fast.
I stopped that too. I'm like,
you mess around and cuss. So you want to have that laser-like focus, so that everything that you do is intentional. You can eliminate a lot of the mistakes that you might encounter along the way, and it just really helps you live in that space. Yeah. What factors go into choosing your word?
You have to start this one.
And I'll start this one off. It was really just like a lot of self-reflection. I was looking at our vision board. Even though we had accomplished some of the things on our vision board, we left a lot of it on the board. A lot of things didn't come to fruition, and I found myself getting kind of down and just like, am I a failure? And then of course I wasn't, because 2018 actually was a great year for us overall, but I felt like we left some points on the floor, as we say in basketball, because you know I used to be a basketball. But just after a lot of self-reflection and recognizing the trends that I saw in my life, I realized that, you know, these things were leading to me not being as successful as I wanted to be. So I took a mental note of like, what am I doing? When this happens, I'm doing this. When this happens, I'm doing that. And then I just really began to assess like what I was doing, and I realized that I was missing something. So that was like the real premise and the focus, and really like the platform for me to come up with my one word. Well,
just to piggyback off of what you were saying, you know, I definitely did the self-reflection thing, and I noticed that, you know, me picking your word is what I was trying to do last year as well. And I did do a lot of things what your word is. So I just wanted to take it up, and I chose a word that would lead us both together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I
do.
Okay.
I do. How will this word affect your relationships? I really wanted to build genuine relationships. I wanted to be
your word.
I wanted to be my word, definitely. I think that with my word, it would bring us to a place where we would be able to get to your word, and across all facets of everything that we're involved in. So, you know, through work, through our marriage, through ministry, with our children, I think that if we are my word, that, you know, relationships begin to build. They become more personable. They become
my word.
They become your word. Yes. Exactly. And then it also helps to even take us to a higher level. Yeah. You know, I think that it would help us to expand our territory, expand our reach, and just allow God to do even more amazing things in our lives.
Yes, and I think, like with my word, I believe that my word will, like you said, you know, help us expand, you know, our relationships and all sorts of things. But it will also help us be able to do more for others as well. Yeah. You know, and that's where our hearts are right now. You know, where we want to do for others. Yeah. Can't say because it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard not to say the word. It's hard not to say the word. Word's coming up really soon though. We want to be more of service. And I also commend you for having like that heart of a servant, which is like just ministry at the core. That's why we have our word. And last but not least, what is your word for this year and why did you choose it?
My word for this year is prosperity. And the reason why I chose prosperity is because I want for us to be prosperous throughout every aspect of our life, with our health, with our family, you know, financially is a big thing, you know, because when we're financially prosperous, you know, we could give to other people, you know, that's really like where our hearts are at right now. We want to be able to help others all across the board prosper.
Just reflecting on the year, we received so much last year, and you know, people were just a tremendous blessing to us, from our friends to our families to strangers, people who we don't even know, sowed into our lives financially. I'm just going to even put it out there because, you know, those are things that we needed, and God used people to be a blessing to us. So, you know, we were able to see blessings in that sense, but we now want to flip it in 2019, and we want to be the ones who can be a blessing to others. So I think that that's a great word. But if you have my word, we will definitely be there. And my word for 2019, my one word for 2019 is consistency. It's consistency. And I chose this word because, you know, being someone who, not to gas myself, and please don't take this as conceit, who does a lot and who is multi-talented and does, you know, a lot of things. I do a lot of things really good, you know, but I want to be able to do, I want to go, I move in the spirit of excellence. And a lot of times, because I'm doing this and because I'm doing that, and my mind is here, my mind is there, I can't be consistent. And sometimes some things, they lack in quality, and then I'm like pissed off because, oh, that didn't work out the way that I wanted, or we're not where we want to be. So I think that if I'm consistent, that I will be able to become great at specific things throughout the year, and definitely take us to another level with our relationships, with our kids, with our finances, with YouTube and our ministry and everything like that. I know that it's not going to be something that's going to be a quick work. I also learned last year that things don't happen overnight. So, you know, just with planning and being consistent, that I will master some things month by month, one thing a month. But there are also going to be some really big goals, some really big things that I want to achieve, that I think that God has placed on my heart, that's going to take the entire year. And it might even carry on until next year, 2020. But because I've been moving in consistency, and just being repetitious and building that muscle memory, I'll be even better next year.
That's when you'll see the fruit.
And of course, with the combination of our words, and that's why it's awesome. That's why marriage is awesome. That's why, you know, finding the perfect one for you is awesome, because we didn't even, she knew my word first, and she was going to take my word, but then she's like, nah, I should come up with my own word.
And I never do that. Usually I just roll with his word.
She's swagger jacking, straight up swagger jacking. But she didn't, and she, you know, she took some time for it with it, and she came back, and I was just like, all right, let's do it. And now we can set our minds for what we want to do. We've laid the foundation to definitely springboard into the things that we want. We have to do a new vision board for this year. So I think that with this focus and the knowledge that we've learned, or that we've gathered between the two of us on an individual basis, will allow us to have a better game plan for this year to see our vision come to fruition.
Absolutely.
Those are our words for this year. We hope you enjoyed it, but it's not going to stop there, because we have a challenge. We're going to be challenging some of our YouTube friends to join in the one word challenge. And why don't you tell the people who we are challenging this year?
We are challenging the Nest Vlogs.
The Nest Vlogs ATL, shouty.
Mommy needs a timeout.
New Jersey, right?
Yes.
She's in Jersey. What up? What up, Jersey? What up?
We are challenging Jolly 276.
276.
Jay from the Bay.
Jay from the Bidday. What up?
And we are challenging Ren Curry.
South Korea.
South Korea.
South Korea.
Yeah. South Korea?
South Korea?
I think so, yeah.
Somewhere over there by Seoul.
So we just wanted to let you guys know that the devotion where we found this from is on the Bible app. So if you haven't already, please friend us and go to the Bible app. It's called One Word That Will Change Your Life, and it is a 4-day devotion. So make sure you go check it out. It's really good.
Let's just hold one another accountable. Like Nakia said, we're going to put all of our information in the description below, so that you can friend us on the Bible app, so that we can just encourage one another, talk to one another about scripture.
If you have have a word, why don't you leave it in the comments below? Or
yes.
come up with a word.
What's your word?
Leave it in the comments
Leave
below.
it in the comments. That's a great idea, baby.
Yeah.
And I am pledging today, and I think that we should pledge to one another that we should hold each other accountable to our words, right?
Okay.
So you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. So
okay.
let's pinky scratch. What is that? She's always doing some weird nonsense. Where did you get that from? What is that? Did you spit on me? She's disgusting. You don't need to spit to do a pinky swear. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us. Yes. I'm Sean P.
And I'm Key.
And this has been your life-changing one word. We out. Live, let love. Peace. What's up, P-Pod? It's your boy Sean P. And if you like that video, give us a big thumbs up and leave us a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel already, you tripping. You tripping. I need you to click that subscribe button, and I need you to turn on your notifications so you always know what's going on with the Purefoys, and you'll be alright. Live, let love. Peace.